to bang.
There it is.
We are live. It is Friday. I am back in my square.
We're back to being
in my square.
I like the I like the in-person show. It was cool. It was definitely a different vibe.
I agree. And I would suggest that we pick a destination every so often and just go to it. It doesn't have to be your house or mine.
We should get a coffee shop to sponsor it, is what we should do.
I agree. Friday coffee or I don't know if anybody saw my Instagram this morning, but I made a red eye, which is a shot of espresso and a cup of coffee. So I did the espresso first, then brewed the coffee and put it in there. And at the top of my mug, when I looked at it, it was a smiling face. It was unbelievable. I was like, how cool is it when you wake up on a Friday morning and your cup of coffee is smiling right back at you? And that was what was happening this morning. So I will say I enjoyed seeing you, being around you. Energy is infectious. If you can believe it or not, I already had a coaching call this morning. We have a client that wanted to do 7 a.m. this morning. And I was like, well, it's basically lunchtime for me anyway. So let's do it, man. We did it. So,
great start to the week.
What was your day like, sir?
The day was fantastic yesterday. I mean, shout out to Alvin and Ross. Is it Roar? I don't want to screw up the last name. Roar. Yeah. It was a fantastic call with them yesterday. I mean, that was in the middle of the afternoon. Their energy is infectious. Our energy combined with theirs is infectious. So that was a really, really great part of the day. And all good stuff. Great calls, great coaching calls. Some real growth with some people that we've been struggling with a little bit. We've worked with them for a little bit of time, and it's been slow to go. And all of a sudden, the past 2 weeks, there have been real movement in development, which is exciting.
That's interesting because it does take time. Everybody's on their own timeline. You can't really force this. This is very much like when you're baking a cake, you can put all the right ingredients in, but it takes time to bake the cake.
Exactly correct. And based on individual, right? Like sometimes it takes longer for it to click for people. It takes longer for the concepts and the behaviors to all mesh together. And then when you get the feedback, like from some of the people that I've been working with, I got feedback from them saying, hey, I just got complimented on these improvements. And I know I have you to thank for that. Yeah. So like that's, it doesn't get any better than that.
Well, the feedback loop works both ways,
Correct.
So that's really cool. It's
Shay, can you tag Ann Gottwald in the comments? She said she's tried to get into the huddle on multiple days recently and it takes her to a blank screen. Not sure what's happening. See if you can tag her in the comments and that will help her get to it.
Let's see. We don't want anybody to miss out. Today we're going to have some fun. We are bringing back Wall and Hall. If you can imagine that we still have the Wall of Shame, it's unbelievable. And it is ripe. It is so good. There's some stuff that people are doing that just makes it crazy, but we don't start any day, and it's a feel-good Friday. We don't start any day without waking up. Wake up, everybody! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Wake up! Come on! Come on! Wake up, everybody! Did you know me? Maybe then now listen what you have to say. Wake up, everybody! No more sleeping in there. No more back to thinking, time for thinking ahead. Come on now. Just like consistency, we're here every day waking up. Yes, sir.
So can I give one more shout out? Because there was a virtual coffee that I had yesterday with Cade Wilcox, who I connected with through Carissa. She had tagged both of us in a post, and he's an entrepreneur out in Lubbock, Texas. Unbelievable dude, though. Like, great half-hour virtual coffee, sharing stories, going back and forth, learning about each other. And that would not have happened had Carissa not tagged us together. So people are always thanking us for the people they meet in the huddle. thank you, Carissa, because you tagged us in a post and we got to have virtual coffee. So thank you.
I think that's awesome. I'm going to switch gears and shout out our man Christian, who loves my shirt. Yes, it is from Trading Places, which is one of my favorite movies. But it's Feel Good Friday. What a great send-off. And I found this video, which if it doesn't make you feel good, you got to shake the cobwebs out. Go, Shay. Show me.
Dude has swag.
Shoes were badass wearing Spectators, 70 years old and kicking it. That don't get you motivated. I'm not sure what does. Shout out to Christina, who is a steady here. She made a comment just before. You may need to update your app.
Yeah, I texted Ann. I texted Ann that. I told her that we
very good
trying to solve the problem for her.
So before we get to the goods and bads of LinkedIn and social media, I want to talk about how some people really understand the value of broadcast, of stepping out, playing a role, creating entertainment. You all know I was in Guntersville, Alabama last week. I was with my friend and my client, Scott Smith, who is the CEO of True Network Advisors. I will actually be coming to you guys live Monday from Nashville. I'll be speaking. I do the keynote on Monday for that event. But Scott is just this, and it wasn't me. It was in him to say, hey, I can really entertain my audience and educate them at the same time. So one of the things he created was a takeoff on Zach Galifianakis. If Andrea is watching this, it's the same thing. Whatever. Anyway, he created a takeoff on his show Between Two Ferns, and if you've never seen it, he comes on as a host of the show,
interview host.
And it's just very deadpan, and it's Between Two Ferns. A brilliant execution. Scott created a show Between True Firms, and he puts the firms on the side and he puts guests in there. And I was fortunate enough to be invited into the studio. So for Friday Funny, I'm going to show you some clips on what we did.
Welcome to the third episode of Between True Firms with our special guest today. It is Stephen Nudelberg. Stephen Nudelberg, welcome.
It is my tumultuous pleasure.
No, do I have this right?
You do not.
What, Stephen Nudelberg?
So we could go with Nudelberg, which would be really cool because that's my actual name, but I have been called everything under the So I had no idea what questions were coming. I had no idea. I know that Ann Gottwald is here.
Yeah, glad you got here.
Fantastic. Glad that you're here. Super funny, super execution. He'll be sharing that with the True Network because he brings fun and exciting content. We have two other clips from the video, and then we'll be posting it on our social later. But really good stuff.
So I want you to. I wore your shirt today.
Thank you.
Give me something good. I like the directness of that.
It's not give, it's tell. But we're going to go all over the place. So I'll give you some.
I mean, his delivery of and that was I love the way you responded there. You fell right into character. Like, okay, all right, I see what's happening here. I'll play along a little bit. We'll get a little serious here. And now I think where he goes with this next part of it was my favorite of the whole thing.
So it was really the funniest thing. His lady Val and Helen were behind scenes. I can almost hear them laughing out loud. Go, give me the last piece.
Thank you.
What's your favorite Jell-O?
My favorite Jell-O. Is there a favorite Jell-O?
What's
mean flavor?
Your favorite Jell-O?
My favorite Jell-O would be strawberry.
Strawberry. Okay.
I don't know. I've never done it before, but he got me to say strawberry.
Your book. Can I give you a plug?
I'm thrilled by
Which one would I go? This one. So this is his book. You'll notice he's aggressively pointing at you. The title, which I'm really interested in, Confessions of a Serial Killer. That is it's bold. I like how you just come out with that. Are you worried about any fallout from your confessions?
So it's serial salesmen. Some salesmen are known as killers. I am not one of them.
You're killing salespeople?
I'm killing it in life. I'm killing it. I'm not killing salespeople.
I mean, they're annoying. You're annoying. I'm telling you, they're annoying. But killing them,
annoying.
Is there any guilt over the book around?
I was brought up Jewish. There's all kinds of guilt.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me move on past that. It says you're a speaker. Since we all speak, do you feel that's a little bit like as a talent, like to promote yourself as a speaker? It's kind of like Scott Smith breather.
So in this reference, I speak to specific groups. So you could get up and breathe in front of different groups. That might be interesting, but I speak to large groups with something that they want to hear.
Do you use speakers?
You know what? That is a wonderful comment, because speakers generally use speakers to make their sound more audible.
Okay. It says here you live in Miami. Is that the way you say it?
Sure.
Fantastic. I mean, first of all, you did a fantastic job of responding. I mean, you got me to say Jell-O, which is hilarious because, the conversation we've had about, your favorite ice cream. So having an answer to anything, but the fact that you were like, is there a favorite Jell-O? Do you mean flavor? I mean, really, really great. Really great.
It was so much fun. And I know him, and I've sort of seen that skit, but when you're in the seat and the camera's rolling, which is, so anyway, so I'm glad you like that. We'll post it later, the whole stuff. For me, the line about, are you killing salespeople?
Yeah, well, the fact that you said, I'm killing it, that was, your response made it even more funny. It elevated it. So I thought that was really, really well done.
So this is it. There's so many lessons to take away from it. So number one is, don't take yourself so seriously. The fact that social media is a broadcast channel, you can do anything you want. He does a whole bunch of stuff where he's teaching people, but he goes into character, and he has a Scotty Gump, he has a Scotty Evil, and he goes into character, and he's great. And so shout out to him and the True Network and all of the people that I'm working with there. I will see you all in Nashville on Sunday. And with that, I'll take us to some really, really motivating music for Friday.
Trying too quick for the line.
God, I love
it.
Fitz is great. What a great way to wake up, dance. We saw dancing. We saw fun humor. So I'm having a good Friday. It's a feel-good Friday. Feeling good, Billy Ray. Now I'm going to make some fun of people. So Shay, be wall of shame.
Shame on you if you can't dance too. I said shame on you.
God, we haven't heard that song in a while, and there are some doozies.
So again, for those of you who don't understand the segment or have never been a part of the segment, this is where we take the worst and the best of the invitations to connect on LinkedIn, and we talk about why they are so bad or why they are so good.
All right, so I am going to go with the first one. Shay, could you give me, and actually I want you to jump in the screen and give me this one from, I'm saying her name, Cindy Wilson, because this one is a doozy.
Yeah.
So Shay, share what's up with this one.
So many people, like I did, could recognize the lady that's in the picture. So when you sent it to me yesterday, just on the phone, I was looking at it and I was like, this lady looks familiar. It was a little tile. And then I zoom in, and I'm like, that's Dana Bash from CNN.
Right.
And I'm like, this doesn't add up. So
so
her name is not Cindy Wilson. So
all of the things to be aware of on LinkedIn and why you should never just accept a blank invite is when you ask people why they are connecting with you. Number one, the benefit is that it starts the conversation. Number two is that you are aware of who you're bringing into your world. Social media gives people access to you. Access should have benefits. Be careful what you do.
In the real world, if I walked up to you and I go, I don't know you and I don't remember you, but can I ask you what you're doing in the stock market?
No.
Jay,
I don't know what order we're going in, so you just pop one up for me and then I'll do it. So, okay, great. This is a local one, and I believe we should say her name. So, hi, Mark. I'm the membership director at Tower Club. Through the end of the month, we're offering a $250 initiation fee, normally $1,500 to executives in South Florida. So there are so many things wrong with this. If you did any research on me, you would know that we've been members at the Tower Club before, that we've done events at the Tower Club. I was literally the MC of an event at the Tower Club.
And I've had a conversation with her about you joining.
Oh my God, right? Like, so unbelievable, just coming in and pitching in the DMs. So not only did I not accept the connection request, I don't even respond, and it pushes me further away from being a part of an organization locally here in South Florida.
This is true. Unbelievable.
So this one,
Shay, would you do me a favor and bring up, Shay, please do me a favor and bring up Fred Simpson.
No, wrong one. Sorry.
Fred Simpson.
Sorry.
Hard for him to see.
There you go. So look at this. No worries. That was it. You got it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not really sure that Fred looks this way. So that one's a little
good.
But
good.
Says,
you never know.
Steve, I noticed you have a stupendous experience. You have a stupendous experience? What? So it doesn't even make sense. So that one's off-putting. Am I interested in owning a business? I already own a business. I own a few. But then right afterwards, I get another one from Robin Steinacre.
Another.
With the same conversation.
So here you go. So here are the people that are buying trainings for LinkedIn that are being coached to do these things, that are being told to do these things. Here's how you connect personally with somebody. There's nothing personal about that. And people can see through the disingenuous way that you try to praise them.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do some good stuff? You want to do, or we want to do more? We can do more. I got more. I got another one.
I got one more I want to do.
Shay, show me the one you pulled up before just now of mine. Okay, Jane, this one works as well. But so Jane Phillips, and I really want to talk about Jane for a second. You guys can see she comes in, she talks about, I work with the man lever, our copywriters, we provide. She's talking all about herself. What Jane did to get my attention worked. she had liked and commented on one of the Path episodes that I do with Andy. She got my attention. I almost accepted her blindly, but then I looked at the note and there she is pitching, trying to sell me in the inbox, and she's out. So screwed up her initial tactic, which was really good. Liked, commented, showed up in my world in a relevant way, and then tried to pitch me immediately. Wrong.
Right, I'll do one more because I have a couple of good ones too. Shay, show me Mary Michelle Lopez. Hi, I'm Mary. I saw that you work in Miami. Really? What would give you that clue? It's a great city, best weather in the country. If in need of a place to rent, I'm here to do that. My email is this,
unbelievable.
No,
unbelievable. The first part to getting somebody to work with you is getting them to know you, like you, and trust you. Where are you doing that in that first initial connection? You're not.
So I reached out to another guy, which we don't have to show, but I said to him, how do we know each other? We don't know each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. We don't. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for playing. Right. Okay.
All right. Let's end it on a good note. Let's do some good stuff.
You go find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah. All right.
There we go. Let's get out some Hall of Fame jackets.
So here's my first one. It is Candace Dempsey. She knows how to play the game. Watch the snip of the Daily Huddle today, and I'm hooked. Would love to connect with you.
Bang!
Hall of Fame. Bang!
So what is she telling us there? Which is the same thing in sending an email to somebody or sending a letter or sending a video. You're praising somebody first. Hey, I saw what you did and I love that. Wow, you just made me feel really good. That's really easy to accept you into my network. Shay, show me whatever you have as the next one. Evan, oh, this is a great one. Evan comes into my world and said, hey, Mark, I'm all about sports, football primarily, and business. I'd love to learn from you and your content here. Bang. Welcome to the tribe. Absolutely Hall of Fame member. I didn't even have to ask. He came in with that in the message. I got so excited I couldn't wait to respond. So if you're trying to get people to respond to you, that's the way you create that motivation and that initiative to actually respond. Made me feel good and talked about things that he knows I want to talk about.
So, it's so great to see people who give first, provide value. Anybody in the world, if you walk up to them and say, hey, I noticed that you're handsome. I noticed this. I noticed that you're an accomplished author. I noticed. If you notice people first, do the research, and then say, because of something I noticed, I want to connect. Why is it so hard? Add value first. She did the homework. She did. The Huddle is our gift to the LinkedIn community. She saw it. She's hooked. Why wouldn't I want to connect with her? So it's just so simple. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
So you want to do another one? Show me another one, Shay. What do we got? I love it. So this one comes in. And so, again, we live our process. So it came in blank. And I said, thanks for the invite, William. Do you mind me asking how you found me or what made you want to connect? Hey, Mark, great connecting with you. A friend of mine works with Rob Thompson at Game Plan U. He put me onto the Daily Huddle. I really enjoy the content, the daily motivation. So I wanted to reach out, connect, and get more into the Huddle action. William Hall. And I immediately send him back the GIF, you're a Hall of Famer in my book, because that is a Hall of Fame response. Told me who he knew that I knew to draw the connection, let me know what he enjoyed about our content, and now we're off and running.
So I'll give one more. I didn't send it to Shay, but it's a guy named Lonnie Anger. Lonnie is the president of Merrick Industrial Management Corporation. He comes back to me, and this was different. This wasn't even he commented on something. Lonnie saw that you commented on my podcast with Goldie, noticed your profile, and would love to grab a virtual coffee to hear more. I'm confident it will prove to be time well spent. Wait a minute.
Let's talk about that. What you did there, that's a Hall of Fame invitation request. Yeah. You would be in somebody else's Hall of Fame because you are showing up to them in a relevant way. That is the process. That is the systematic way of building the network. So how do you respond?
Thanks for reaching out. Goldie and I went to high school together, and we worked together when I was in the radio industry. We have always kept in touch. I'm also connected to your son, so I've been following your family on LinkedIn. Congratulations on your continued success.
Yeah. I was wondering to see if he was going to reference me or not. That's awesome.
Hello.
Lonnie's a good dude.
Just don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
So I do want to have a cup of coffee with him. I see some of the things they're doing. I'm curious.
Right.
Did I say anything about what I do for a living, how I make a living, any of that kind of stuff?
I love it. I love it. Well done. Excellent Friday. We did a little bit of overtime, went a couple minutes over, but we got some great feel-good stuff. We got to coach and teach and talk about the strategy of building the network on LinkedIn. I think it was a great way to end the week.
Have a fantastic weekend. The grind includes Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you guys Monday morning from Nashville.
Let's go.
Please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million